So that's what we need to move on from that way.
Sure.
Okay,
No
fine. Anyway. So basically, you are working on Essbase and planning, right? Okay. But here, HFM is financial management. Basically, we can call them this application as a consolidation application. Okay. Whereas in Essbase, we can do aggregations. We can do aggregations, but can't do the consolidations. We can do the consolidations in Essbase also, but here in HFM, it supports for translation also for multiple currencies. But whereas in Essbase, you can also achieve the translation, but you need to write some calculation scripts behind that to run the translation. But whereas in HFM, the default functionality which we have to do the translation for multiple currencies in HFM. Okay. So basically consolidation, I am saying what is meant by consolidation, for what purpose we are doing the consolidation. Consolidation, we are running consolidation for financial statements. What are the financial statements that we have? We have the financial statements like income statement, balance sheet, cash flow, right? This income statement, balance sheet and cash flow that we need to prepare by the business. Business has to prepare these statements by every quarter or half year or yearly to show the financial positions to the internal stakeholders as well as external stakeholders. That it is useful to know the financial position for the business. So these statements that we need to, that business has to be provided. So when the business is going to be provided, it has to be get the data from various sources. That is legacy system data. What is the data? Say for example, your organization is located in US and it has so many locations across the globe. Malaysia. Likewise, we have multiple locations that it has the business. But each organization, each location that it can be using some other legacy systems. Legacy system in a sense, ERP systems. Maybe it will be using EEBS, SAP, or same also might be using for other locations also. These are all nothing but your OLTP systems, right? Where you are doing your daily transactions. OLTP systems, daily transactions that are running based on OLTP system. These are nothing but your trial balance data. The trial balance data is running on your OLTP systems only. So once this trial balance data is been getting from your source system, every OLTP is online transaction processing. These transactions will be done daily basis, and these transactions will be happening in subledger level. This subledger data will be posted into general ledger. Nothing but your trial balance will be done at the time of month end. So once the month end has been completed, this data will be getting into your HFM applications. There is nothing but here we are doing is these systems are nothing but we are calling them as OLAP systems. Okay, online analytical processing. Here the data that you are getting from trial balance and from Australia, UK, Malaysia and Dubai, you are getting the trial balance data and you are starting to prepare the financial statements, right? So this trial balance data we are getting, and what are the financial statements that we have? Say for example, in income statement, if you can take in HFM hierarchy structure, you may be maintaining like hierarchy structure, net income, EBT, operating income, gross profit, sales, cost of goods sold, operating expense, operating income. Say for example, this is the just I am taking simple scenario how we are getting the trial balance data. and how we are preparing the financial statements. See here itself, trial balance data that we are getting from your source system from each location in the sense each entity that we can call in HFM terminology. From each entity you can take the trial balance data and load into your trial balance data at base level only. You are not going to get gross profit data, operating income, EBT or net income. This data we are not getting from your trial balance here. Trial balance will be having the data about your sales, cost of goods sold, operating expenses, operating income. This data you need to get from each entity like US or UK, wherever the entities that your organization is located. You need to get from there and load the data into respective base members of the accounts. Once you have loaded the data into respective locations, the data will be getting calculated based on the hierarchy structure that you define to represent the financial statements in the stakeholders. Say for example, if you loaded sales 100 and cost of goods sold 50, gross profit will be getting calculated as 50. But you may have one question, how it is going to be calculated? We have some properties. For each dimension member will have their own set of properties. Based on the properties, the account dimension will be getting calculated. Say here, simply I will say sales is having the account type as revenue. Just give me a moment, Vanika. Sorry for that.
Okay, no problem.
Hello. Sorry, light disco. Middle. Okay. So the sales account is taking as revenue, and cost of goods sold is taking as expense account type. So based on the account type, your gross profit will be getting calculated. In the similar way, you need to define your account hierarchy structure for each member issue having their own set of properties. That means your total, in real time we will have like thousands of accounts. It's not a 100 accounts, it's not a 2000 accounts. We may have 3000, 4000 set of accounts based on your chart of accounts how defined in your EBS system. Okay. Based on that, your hierarchy structure will be defined in the income statement. It could be like 4000 accounts, 5000 accounts. Okay. But how you are loading this data into HFM application? We may need one more application that is called as FDQM application. That is nothing but we can call them as FDM. FDM or FDQM, Financial Data Quality Management. What it does exactly?
Are you asking me the question?
No. I will be taking this one also. Okay. Financial Data Quality Management, it's like it's a ETL tool exclusive for Hyperion products only, not for other products. It's just extracting the data from our ABS system and transforming by using the FDQM systems and loading this data into HFM application. Okay. Here the thing is, yeah, sorry.
Extracting data from where?
Go ahead, please.
No, you just mentioned it. It's extracting data from where, and I'm using FDM to load the data into the HFM application, right?
Yes.
So where is the data it's extracting from?
This is from your EBS systems, right?
Okay, from the source system. So it could be any source system.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So here I will give one more explanation for this also. It's like getting data. You are extracting. Means source systems are there. Like I just saying about EBS. EBS is one of the Oracle Financial is the one of the source systems that I am taking as an example here. Okay. So here I am getting the trial balance data from your source systems. That source system you are importing into your FDM application, and thereafter you are validating the source system by using the mappings. Okay.
Yeah.
By using the mappings, you are validating the mapping system, and Thereafter, export into your HFM application. Say here itself in old version like in 11.1.1.3.500 version, we are using FDM application, FDQM application. There itself you need to use the adapters to give the connection between your HFM applications to FDM application. Here itself we have the adapters like HFM adapters and Essbase adapters are differently. So when you want to load the data into HFM application, you need to import and register the HFM adapters. When you want to use Essbase data loading, by using the FDQM application, you need to use the Essbase adapters to load the data into Essbase applications, Essbase cubes. Okay, but
so the HFM
here the
adapter,
thing is,
sorry. So the HFM adapter is used to extract data from any HFM application into the FDM application?
yeah, adapter itself, we are just importing the adapters into FDM application. While importing the adapters, what it does is, it just gives the connection between your HFM, your FDM applications to HFM application. Then we need to create the mission profiles and integration settings and everything we need to provide to that adapters. These adapters are for FDM application, not for HFM. These adapters will be giving the connection. It's a bridge connection, will give the bridge connection between your FDM applications to HFM application.
Okay.
Okay. And here, one more point. In latest version, 11.1.2.3, we are calling this one as FDM E. It's not FDM. This FDM E consists of your core components of FDM plus ODI plus ERP integrator, ERPI. Okay. All of them are integrated and they had given one new product that is called as FDM E, which is the latest version.
So ODI is no longer sold by Oracle by itself?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
So ODI will be, if you want to get, the client wants to buy the ODI independently, they can provide.
Oh, okay.
But because of, most of the clients are not using ODI, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but the product is coming from Oracle. It has to be used somewhere else. If they are giving in FDME, we have to learn ODI also in the meantime. We should have some idea in ODI also, right?
Yeah, yeah. No. In the past, when they were selling FDM, were they selling the ODI also with it?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. So now they just made it as FDME, so they are no longer separating it as, selling it as two different products.
Yes, FDM is no longer, because of day before yesterday, not day before yesterday, last week, we had new version, right, 11.124. It has been released. Last week only, it has been released, right?
Sure.
11.124 has been released by last week, okay?
Yeah.
Just I'm in the preparing of creating the VMware for that. But here, we don't have any FDM. But 11.123, they are maintaining classic FDM. Okay.
Okay.
Classic FDM as well as FDME also they had given somewhere. For old clients, they are simply giving classic FDM, and new clients are going with FDME, right? Up to 11.123. Up to 11.123. Okay. But 11.124, there is no classic FDM.
Oh, okay.
There is no classic FDM. If any user that wants, any customer that wants to upgrade into 11.124 from the older version, say for example, if the customer is running on 11.113, okay, he wants to upgrade into 11.124, and if the user is using FDM, he has to upgrade into FDME only. Okay. And they had given FDM migration tool. Okay.
Okay.
They had, Oracle has introduced this FDM migration tool. Directly, simply we can migrate the old version into new version. Okay.
Okay.
So that means FDM is no longer valid from 11.1.2.4. But 11.1.2.3, who's are having the classic FDM, Oracle will be giving the premier support for somewhere else, I guess. I am not sure how long they will give, right?
Yeah.
So business, if they want to move on, they can move on into 11.1.2.4 by using the latest version. Otherwise, 11.1.2.3 with the classic FDM they are using. Okay, these are FDM FDM EE part in the new version. Okay. Now move on to, so here itself the basic functionality in FDM is more components is there is a big good challenges and good features are in FDM. You can directly register with your source systems, and directly you can register with your target systems, and directly you can navigate, drill through the data into trial balance in general ledger data as well as sub-ledger level.
Okay.
Okay. Drill through option, it navigates to the data into sub-ledger, general ledger as well as sub-ledger level. Okay. That is the features that we have, good features in FDM EE. Okay. Coming to here in HFM, I mean this is the basic part from where you are getting the data from source systems and how you are importing, validating and exporting HFM application by using the FDM or FDM EE applications. This is a intermediary applications to just push the data into HFM applications, how where it get exactly required. And once you get the data into HFM application, we are running the consolidation. Say for example here sales, you are loading sales not only for single entity, you need to load the sales for UK, you need to load the data for US, Malaysia, Singapore, Dubai. Likewise, you need to load the data for each entity. Say for example here, you can load the data for UK sales, US sales, Malaysia sales, Singapore sales and Dubai sales, right? You may have one parent, ultimate parent, which need to be reporting structure, legal structure, say for example. Legal structure is there, so I need to load the data from each location for each member. I can load like this way. So here itself, sales is I have loaded 100, 500, 600, 500. So whatever the data that we have loaded into respective entity for each member, that's fine. But each entity is having their own currency. Am I right?
Yeah.
So here UK is going to use GBP, US is using USD, Ringgit, MYR, SGD. Likewise, say for example, we are using the different currencies. Our ultimate parent currency would be USD. Okay. So here the thing is, when I want to run the consolidation at legal structure, I want to see my total sales information, right? So at that moment, if I can run the consolidation, it would be taking only USD currency until unless you provide the exchange rates. So if you want to see the consolidated data at legal level, what we have to do is we need to give the exchange rate from non-reporting currencies to reporting currency. Here your reporting currency would be USD, right?
Yeah.
So you need to provide the exchange rate from USD, from non-reporting currency, GBP to USD, MYR to USD, SGT to USD, right? So you need to provide the exchange rates from one currencies to another currency, non-reporting currencies to reporting currencies, and you need to run the consolidation so that you can have the total consolidated data at legal level.
Sure.
So it would be the consolidated data about your financial statements. Here I am saying about only one account. It would be happen for each member, right? The same will be happen for cost of goods sold, operating expenses, operating income, gross profit. So the user wants to see the gross profit. He can see for individual level and as well as he can see at the global level, right? So the each entity, each account intersection information, global level we can see as well as in individual level also we can see that the data. So here the concept is whenever you are loading the local data, local in the sense base level data that you are loading, US will be having Chicago, California, and any other entities are that are having. In California, again, you may have some entities are there where the business is running. So the local data first, you are getting the data from your source systems. This is also, you know, this one monthly data only we are loading into HFM applications or Essbase applications also. It supports me like mostly we prefer go with monthly data, right? So you can load your local data means it says base level data. The data will be rolled up into regional level where you want to like reviews or any approvals that are required. You can move on into the regional level. Once the regional data has been consolidated, then you can go for the ultimate parent level. It's a group level consolidation where you can provide the financial statements. We can provide the financial statements at group level only, right? So you can see the data at group level and see we can publish those data into stakeholders. And you know this one, three-tier architecture, I mean architecture of the application. You know this one because of you are all in Essbase, right? But here the thing is, Essbase is the only, Essbase server is the database itself. It's maintaining as a database. Essbase server, right?
Yeah.
Essbase server is a database in Essbase
yeah.
application. But whereas in HFM, we are maintaining relational database also to store your metadata as well as data. Okay, the concept is different. In Essbase, your outline is maintaining in OTL file, and your rule file will be storing in rule files, and calculations are storing in calculations, and your data is loading, storing in page files.
Yeah.
That is stored in your Essbase server. That is nothing but your database tier, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But whereas here in HFM, we have three-tier architecture again. Client tier, Windows client means it's a thick client. It's a HFM client where we can see the metadata options and everything. Okay, create application profile. Just for that, we are using the HFM client. And browser client is nothing but as a web workspace. You may know this one, workspace where we can work for the consolidation application, HFM application activities like consolidation, creating data forms, data grids, and everything we can do by using the web client. Apart from that, we know that one is SmartView. SmartView we are using to get connected into the Excel add-ins in Excel, and we are doing any activities that we are working on for HFM application. We can do from SmartView also, right? These are the client things that we are working where the developer or end user are working from the front end. Okay. And whereas application server itself, here itself, in latest version, we are using WebLogic as the application server and Oracle HTTP server as your web server. Okay.
Okay.
And you are coming to database. Here itself, we are using RDBMS systems to store the data. Here, databases are Oracle, Microsoft SQL, or DB2 that we are using to store the data. These three databases are that are supporting to store your metadata and data of HFM.
So is it similar to planning? So planning applications. So when we create a planning application, the metadata and the data gets stored in the RDBMS, right?
No. Here the thing is in planning, as you said, that it is using the RDBMS, but planning metadata will be stored into your RDBMS. Planning data will be stored into your Essbase server because of when you created the planning application, your outline will be created again into a Essbase application, right?
Yeah.
So when you loaded the data into Essbase application, the data will be stored into your Essbase server. That means in a page files only, the database will be storing.
Got it. So here with the HFM, the application metadata and all the other
data also will be storing in database.
Got it.
Yes,
Okay.
Correct.
Sure. Okay. Makes sense. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so the total basically the data when it is getting stored into the database, it will be using star schema. If you know that one, database concepts like it's like storing the data into data warehousing concept. By using the data warehousing concept, the data will be stored into your HFM database.
So what's the star schema again? There are two types of data warehousing schemas, right? One
Yes, star and snowflake schema. Like just I'm giving the basic information that there itself we have fact table and dimension tables are there. Simply as I am saying.
Sure. No, I'm just trying to understand what the
Yes,
difference between.
yes. Yeah, I mean here's a fact table is there. Fact is nothing but just it will be giving the numeric information. Say for example, here itself we have the foreign keys. Everything is in foreign keys. Okay, it is having primary key. So every dimension is referred this fact table. This dimension is referring to this fact table. Say for example, here I am taking product, channel, year of, say for example, account, say for example here itself, entity dimension, right? These dimensions are always referring this fact table, and this is having some numeric information, that is having the sales, okay, sales amount.
Okay.
Say for example here is sales is there. The sales is the primary key here itself. In account dimension in the sense in database, in the table we have the primary key here itself, right?
Yeah.
Each table is having one primary key, right? This primary key should have some reference to other tables when you are going to give a join. When you want to run joins, you need to give some reference to the other tables also, right?
Yeah.
That reference keys are available in your fact table. So whenever you are saying these dimensions are always connecting with your fact table, okay, and whenever you want to represent the data will be available in your fact table. So that fact table is referring your product dimension and channel dimension, account dimension and entity dimension, and your data will be storing at fact table. The references, everything will be stored in fact table. So whenever you are saying simply any product or channel or account or entity, it's simply having the reference and gives the respective informations to you. Okay. Here all dimensions are referring to your fact table. Fact table is having the reference keys as well as, and it is having numeric information only. It doesn't having any detailed information. Here in products you are having product 1, product 2, product 3 like that. But in fact table you will not having the any dimension members names. Just it is having the numeric information. It just fetching the data from the fact table with the integration of your dimensions.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. No. In HFM, okay. Basically, in HFM, we have about 12 dimensions. In previous, 11.113, we have up to 113, we have 12 dimensions. In which 8 are standard dimensions and 4 are customized dimensions. But 11.123 onwards, we have 8 standard dimensions and 100 custom dimensions. Okay.
Oh, wow.
But we are not going to use 100 custom dimensions. At most, we can use 10. Up to that only, the total dimensions would be 18. It would be very difficult to. Yep. Go ahead.
In the new version, so it's 8 standard and 100 custom dimensions.
Yes, correct.
And what's the new version from 11.123?
Yeah, 11.123.
Okay.
Okay. So here 11.123 we have 100 custom dimensions, but we are not going to use 100 custom dimensions. If you use 100 custom dimensions, it's very difficult, right? So just we maybe at last we can use 10 custom dimensions, till then it becomes 18 dimensions totally. If you want to give any intersection, it will be very difficult to give the point of intersection correctly, right?
Yeah.
18 dimensions. So if you are maintaining 10 custom dimensions, we are 8 standard dimensions. Those are year, period, view, ICP, scenario. These are 8 standard dimensions which we are using for HFM application. So which we can't change them. Custom dimensions we can change, and we can use the custom dimensions. Here you know, what are the how many number of years that we are maintaining. We can use by using the year dimension, and period dimension that we are using to define your period hierarchy. Say for example, you know this one, right? Like year, half year, quarter, January, February, or March. So how you are being maintained your period dimension. So in period dimension you will be maintaining your monthly information, how you are going to load, and that hierarchy structure that we need to be maintained. And year dimension is how many total number of years that you are maintaining. View dimension is simply how you are representing your data, whether it is year to date or quarter to date or half year to date or periodic. The representation of data that we are using by using the view dimension, HYTD, year to date, QTD, or periodic. And ICP dimension is nothing but your intercompany partners. So whatever the intercompany transactions that we are taking from your source system, that data will be eliminated at the time of consolidation. We have separate module for ICP, how the data is getting loaded into HFM application and where it is eliminated. Value dimension is about saying about your currencies, but it is the most important one in HFM application. Is the most critical one because of how the values are being populated from one member to another member while running the consolidation. So it will be playing a key role in HFM application. We need to more concentrate on value dimension only to track everything in HFM application. Account dimension is nothing but what is the yep.
Sorry, can you please repeat that about value?
I'm not getting, sorry.
No, can you please tell me what value is? Can you repeat that?
Yeah, value is nothing but it's like currencies, total currencies, like your INR currency, USD currency. Okay, this one will be representing. Apart from that, system itself, value dimension itself is having 14 system defined dimension members. Okay, by using that one, you will get some information, like how the values are translated, how the values are proportions, how the values are being calculated for the calculations, how the values are being eliminated, and what is the contribution values to the parent level. This information will be provided by using the value dimension. Okay.
Okay.
So because of from base entity currencies to parent entity currency might be different. How the values are being translated, that will be defined, that will be we can identify by using the value dimension. Once this value dimension is being translated, then how the values are being proportioned, means based on the ownership, the values will be proportioned. Once the values are proportioned, if there is any eliminations, how the values are being eliminated. Once the values are eliminated, how the values are being contributing to the parent entity. This total information will be taking place in value dimension. We have different set of dimension members. By using that dimension members, the data will be taking place into different dimension members in value dimension. Next one is account. Account itself, by using the account hierarchy, account hierarchy in the sense how you want to define So account dimension, when you say account information, say for example, your hierarchy structure, how you want to represent the data, that hierarchy structure that you need to define by using the account dimension. Okay, based on that you want to create your hierarchy structure, and you need to map your base accounts from your source accounts to HFM accounts. Everything you need to define. And entity dimension, you need to tell about your hierarchical structure. Say for example, how you want to report your financial statements, the consolidation structure. Simply I can say, because of consolidation will be taking place in your in entity dimension. Meaning simply entity dimension will be taking how you are defining your consolidation structures. Based on that, the consolidation will be taking place in your entity dimension. Scenario dimension is nothing but what type of data that you are loading into HFM application, whether you are to load actual, budget or forecast, and whatever the scenarios that we have. Based on that we are trying to load the data into HFM application. Okay. So apart from that, we have the custom dimensions. These custom dimensions are always associated with your account dimension, because of when you want to any detailed information or any movements or any calculations that are required for your account dimension, by using the custom dimensions only we can achieve the calculation. So whenever you are say any account dimension, it should be the combination of custom dimensions. So custom dimensions always be associated with your account dimension only. Okay. And next one. So what are the topics that we have in HFM application? Say you are loading data and adding data from your source system. Load data in the sense you are getting your source data from your source systems and loading into HFM application. That's fine. But thereafter, when you calculate data, that data will be getting calculated based on the business rules, what type of business rules that you have written in the backend. We need to write some business rules, and based on that, whatever the data that you are not getting from your source systems will be getting calculated by using the HFM application itself. And once you do that one, you have any adjustments. Say for example, you have loaded your data into HFM application, some modifications has been happened in your source systems. That data also need to be reclassified in your HFM application, need to be adjusted in your HFM application for that month. But you are not going to directly deleting the data. You need to adjust by using some concepts. Here in HFM we have the concept of journals. By using the journals, you need to adjust the data, whatever the changes that are happened after data loadings into HFM application. Okay. Once you do the adjustments, then you run the consolidation. While running the consolidation, system itself will be taking care about your calculations and translations and everything. Once the translation calculations happen, the consolidation will be taking place, and once your consolidation has been happened, you need to be the data need to be approved from different reviewers, different business users. So we have the concept of process management here. By using the process management, the data can be validated by using the different reviewers. That means business users. Once the data getting approved, then only we can log the data and publish the data in reports. By using the HFR or SmartView, we can generate the reports. Because of once we approve the data, we are locking the data because of no other user go and do the modification. We are preventing the data modifications once the data is getting approved. Once the data is locked, then only we can run the reports by using the HFR financial reports or SmartView. By using the SmartView, we can generate the reports. These are the total steps that we can do in HFM application, and we have different concepts that we have in HFM, like creating the data forms, data grids, and ICP module, general module, member list, and calculations and business rules. These are total topics. Process management are also there, how to maintaining the data, and how to assign different users, and everything will be available in HFM application. Is there any questions? I mean, like.
No, I'm okay so far.
I mean, is there any other questions? I mean, because of you may have some question because of you are already working in Essbase, right? You may ask some differences like that.
No, I pretty much follow the process of HFM from data load to the reports publishing. So it's similar to what we do in planning also, right? I can relate it to planning.
Yeah, but the thing is here total difference is there because of here the functionality in HFM is entirely different because of in planning also you just created the metadata and properties and everything be related to your Essbase only. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But here the thing is the total properties and metadata properties and your account dimension properties, everything will be different.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Compared to your planning, because of 80% of planning is depend on your Essbase application.
No, I totally understand. I see what you're saying. So
yes.
I mean, HFM can survive without Essbase, but planning cannot, right?
HFM
can be connected to a different, we can use a different BI tool, for example, Cognos.
Yes, correct. Say for example here, I'm simply saying, planning is the application, but the database is
Essbase. Yeah.
Essbase, right? But here, HFM is the application, but the database is
the RDBMS, Oracle,
yes.
SQL, whatever they have. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Sure. Yep, I'm actually okay so far.
Okay. So if you have any questions, just let me know right now.
No, I'm actually fine. It's pretty interesting to learn about. I did work on HFM for a little bit, but not much of extensive work that I did, like how I worked on Essbase and planning.
If you have any queries, if you have any queries on HFM, please share with me. Then I can help on that also.
Sure. And you also train on FDM, right?
Yes, FDM also.
Okay, got it. Okay. And do you do SQL or Unix scripting?
Unix scripting, Srinivas is saying that he is looking for the trainer. You requested for Unix. You don't go for Unix. You go for Linux.
Yeah, Linux or even they use the scripting called Python, which is
yes. I mean because of you go with Linux because of Linux is having the shell scripting.
Yeah, I want to know like something similar to shell scripting because if I know shell scripting, I can use it in like instead of Python or
Python is not required at this moment. I mean, which version you are using in this in your application?
11.1.2.3.
Then,
so we have the
FDM, 11.1.2.3. Here itself, the thing is, FDME is using in 11.1.2.3 onwards. Here itself, you go with Jython is the scripting for FDME instead of VB. Okay.
Yes, that's right. They use Jython. You're right.
Yeah, because of no one is as of now, no one is ready to learn this Jython because of I am also actually new to this Jython.
It's Java and Python, mix of Java and Python.
This is prior to I am also looking for Python training.
That's why I asked.
It's because of Python is the thing. Thereafter, Jython has come. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you can learn the Python also, you can cover the 80% of Jython. There is no much different between these two.
That's right. That's exactly why I wanted to learn like Python.
Yeah, I mean I am looking also for the trainer of Jython, but I am not finding Jython trainer so far. But Python Python trainers are available. Python trainers are available in the market.
Yeah.
So Jython trainers are not available still now. I mean because of I have been looking since 1 week, but I am not finding.
This is a brand new version that they
Yes. But you can find the Python trainers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I would be just interested in Python. I don't want like the shell scripting. I've done shell scripting before.
And one more suggestion I would like to give because of in my projects, my colleagues' projects, and I'm just helping on that. Just you go with admin guide. Okay. HBME admin guide, latest version. It will be saying it there itself. They are giving each and everything also for the scripting where we need exactly. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
No need to worry about it. Just go to the admin guide and check each and every step, and just we need to change the parameters and paste into our scripting path and do the testings. That would be helpful to us at this moment.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Yeah, that's very helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, in the initial statement, because of in the initial stage, Oracle has to provide, because of everyone new to this Python, right? We can manage.
Yep.
But in 11.123, they had given some compatibility for VB and Python, but we are getting some errors while doing also. Some of the scripts are supporting to VB and some of the scripts are Python, Jython. Okay. But 11.124 onwards, they are going directly, they are supporting to Jython only.
Sure, okay.
Yeah. Because of they are not going to support VB. They are simply removing the smell of Microsoft products.
Oh, okay.
Right, that's what we don't have any Microsoft, what I can say, backend architecture, we don't have any Microsoft products. We are using in the technical side, in infra side, we are not using much on what I can say, Microsoft products. If you know one more thing, 11.124 is going to be supported for Linux.
Oh, really?
Yep. As I read yesterday, day before yesterday, I guess.
Oh, wow, okay.
I just read it. And X-Analytics, if you have heard X-Analytics?
Yeah, Extended Analytics.
X-Analytics.
Yeah.
So 11.124 HFM is going to be support for this.
Oh, wow. So Extended Analytics is similar to Smart View, is that right?
No. That is Analytics, HFM Analytics, that is. You are saying about HFM Analytics.
Oh, okay.
HFM Analytics is different from Exalytics. This Exalytics is the in-memory system. This is total infra side.
Oh, Exalytics, that's a new software that was introduced recently,
Yes.
right?
That is in-memory system, but is not to ours. It's like infra side.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I've seen a demo that was performed by one of those companies. They wanted to implement it with.
Yes, but it is like to increase the performance.
Yeah. It reads all the memory, the usage of the system, and then it sends out the report. Basically,
it's a most powerful tool to increase the performance.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, simply we can call this in-memory system. I am also not much about it. Just how the concept.
It's brand new software, but it's very, very expensive. The license.
Yes, correct. Expensive. It's very expensive.
Yep, I saw that. They are only approaching the bigger companies, the Fortune 500 companies.
Yes, and where it is using means your data volume, your business volume is very high, and where you are running consolidations are taking much time, like more than 2 days or 1 day, that kind of consolidations will be taking place. Then that customer is going to X-Analytics to decrease the consolidation time, and your closing life cycle is also getting decreased. I mean, like from 2 days to 1 day, they might be getting changed, right?
Yeah, definitely. I totally hear you, because that's exactly what they said in the demo.
Yeah, HFM analytics and planning analytics are different. These are all planning analytics, and HFM analytics are integrated with OBI systems.
Sure.
OBI system. HFM analytics has been introduced in old version. Planning analytics has been introduced in 11.124.
Got it.
You have planning analytics also in 11.124.
Oh, wow, okay.
These are nothing but simply what they have done is they are giving the OBI dashboards directly based on the frequent reports. The business, how they are frequently using the reports, based on that they had given the HFM analytics, planning analytics. These are nothing but your OBI dashboards. You are integrating with your OBIE, so you can see the data on OBIE dashboards. Okay.
Sure.
Have you heard of OBIE?
What's that?
Have you heard, OBIE, do you have any idea of OBIE?
No, I have not worked on OBIE, but I know it's like a business intelligence tool.
Yeah, it's type of also business reports. It also has a visualization tools to report the business reports in a dashboard, pie charts or bar charts or diagrams. Everything we can define by using the OBIE. Different kind of
Yeah.
chart.
Sure. Yep.
Okay.
Great.
Any questions?
Thank you very much. No, I don't have any other questions for today, but I will definitely be in touch. I will reach out to Srinivas that I was in contact with, and I'll let him know my feedback about the session today. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Bye.